Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Broadcasting and streaming around the globe from the 41st Annual Houston Auto Show at NRG Center. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, a look inside the car show with the Executive Vice President of the Houston Automobile Dealers Association, RoShelle Salinas, who I've known for how many years? 14 years now. No, you've been here for 14 years. Well, I guess I met you before you worked for the Houston Auto Dealers Association.
Correct.
I'm getting it all straightened out in my head.
And
so
she
just
still
bear
talks
with me.
to you.
I don't know why. We need more Jeff. Brings you information on steering a car versus a boat. When he told me that, I thought, are you kidding me?
It's great.
Okay. Well,
there are differences.
We're looking a lot.
Very.
So we're looking forward to that. Conrad has a look at the upcoming racing events. It's all just ahead on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thanks so much for joining us today. Howdy. Along with Mike out of this world Mars, who's back over there. You just stay over there. King Conrad DeLong sitting next to me today. We always need more Jeff Zekin. And Chief Engineer David Ainsley is making a rare appearance. David. I'm Don Armstrong. So thank you very much again for joining us today. And thank you to RoShelle Salinas with the Houston Auto Show for allowing us to participate in this great event. And this event, by the way, is kind of a split event, all under one roof with the boat show and also the car show. And cars, of course, talk about trucks as well. We are in the Nissan booth. We'd like to thank Steve Parrott, Chad Fishburne for allowing us to take place here, along with all of the folks that apparently were in on some great big huge Zoom meeting call to discuss whether or not they're going to actually let us in here because they've heard crazy things about us.
And Rochelle's been listening to our dirty laundry as we set up.
Yes, she has.
We all love each other.
The behind the scenes is very precious.
Yes. So what we should do is we should just have the camera on and the audio on so everybody can actually kind of get a sneak preview of what it takes to put this show on the air.
There'd be a lot of beeps.
Full transparency.
Unfortunately, we don't have the wherewithal of making beeps there.
Yeah, the 2 hours of prep for the show and then the 30 seconds of sheer panic because we're not ready 30 seconds before we go live.
That's correct. Always, every weekend. It never fails. Whether we're here or in the studio, it doesn't make any difference.
Okay. If nothing else, we're consistent.
What are you doing? Oh, you're covering that up?
Sure. Make it look a little better.
Okay, whatever you say. So, as I've already introduced, RoShelle Salinas here from the Automotive Show. See, I'm sorry, I have a hard time saying that.
It's a tongue twister.
Well, it's not just that. It's the fact that, we're car guys, so this would be the auto show. And we're in the actual part of the show
Don't
that
cross
is the
that
auto
line.
show.
Don't cross that road because then you'll be on the boat side.
So where are we? Are we in the A, B, C, or D hall?
We're in the middle of C.
We're in the middle of C. So when you walk in the door, find C, and we're down the middle aisle. Cars on the right, boats to the left.
That's right.
Stand up, sit down, fight.
Clowns to the left of me,
jokers
to the right.
Uh-huh. That's it. So
here I am stuck in the middle with you.
What do you do? Shall we just sing the whole song?
Well, we are in C. Can we get a B flat?
A B flat. How's it going?
It is a different but good year.
Why is it different?
Well, it's slightly different from the number of manufacturers that we've had for the 15 years I've been working this auto show. But things change over time, and this year is a different one. But we're still providing a fantastic weekend adventure, something fun to do. We've been stuck in our house in Houston for 2 weeks now with the rain, with the freeze, with the cold.
Yeah.
Let's just get out and enjoy and do something different. And this is full of entertainment here with the cars and the boats, and the Texas Parks and Wildlife has archery over there you can do, and we've got a fishing tub, and we've got a Bronco simulator and test drives. There's just so much to do and have a good time.
Yeah. And you've also got the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show here.
Of course.
Don's going to do a cannonball.
You don't get to see these gorgeous faces in public often.
No, that's a frightening thing, isn't it? Yeah. Don Armstrong doing a cannonball into the fish tank. Uh-huh. It's funny because I actually good friend of mine, Buddy Clark, Buddy Cantu, B.J. Clark, all the names that he went by when he was on the radio. He was working for KIKK Radio. Remember
the
KIKK?
Kick, yeah.
Yeah, KIKK. And they sponsored the fish tank. And you actually could go over there and fish, and if you caught one, you got to take it home.
Yes.
I don't think they do that anymore.
No, they don't have that exhibit here. This is more of like a professional teaching you how to cast and reel.
I see.
But they did have the fish tub last year where the kids could go fishing and bring home the
Catch
fish.
and release? Oh, they could bring it home?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was. I was kind of scared that a kid might catch the fish and then leave it in a car and forget, and then that would be a whole nother
Leave it
story.
under the front
Sure,
seat.
that's happened.
Yeah.
No,
So I was nervous
of a
about
car
that,
at the
but it
show.
didn't happen.
Yeah, a car in the show. That would not be good. But at any rate, we always used to go to the boat show because it was fun. It was entertaining. We knew nothing about anything about the boats.
Yeah,
We're going to
that
learn
happens.
today because I will tell you, when I walked in, right up there at the very front, I guess it's the Yamaha
The
guys.
Yamaha
They
motors,
have
yeah.
motors that are bigger than me, standing.
Yes.
They're outboard motors, 4-cylinder engines. They're
200
huge.
horsepower.
Yeah, 200 horsepower. Truly amazing.
Under 2 liters.
And then people put 4 of those on the back of their boat.
Yes, I've seen that. It's like, holy cow, okay. But anyway, I wanted to talk to the boat guy about motors, boat motors.
Yeah, he'll be able to tell you about it.
Yeah.
And they're going to come talk about those Nautical boats. They're these really beautiful luxury style speed boats for jet ski. I mean, for
Water skiing.
water skiing and wakeboarding. That's the word I was getting at.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're really cool. There's a whole variety of boats here, like anything
Have you taken your boys on a boating trip of any kind?
Yeah, we're actually members of a boat club because we're not responsible enough to actually own a boat, so we just borrow it, and it's like a subscription service to boats. And
Really?
So we get to
That's
take it
cool.
out. It's called the Freedom Boat Club. It's in Clear Lake. They're here also hawking their memberships, but you get to just be a boat member. You show up, the boat is ready, fueled, clean. Take it out on Clear Lake for a couple hours, come back, unload your stuff. They clean it, they maintenance it, they store it, and that's all you do. So we go out every weekend.
Wow.
You have to be a member of the club to get that kind of service?
Yes, yeah. So that's the part. But we get to bring friends.
Yeah.
Who's your friend?
Who's your friend?
So hopefully your girlfriend continues to like me and we can all go out together.
She's
you're not
standing over
going.
there.
But you're not going.
But I'm not going.
She'll just take Leslie, leave you at home.
Exactly. And well-deserved, too. All right, so let's talk about the car show.
Yes, we've got about 20 different brands here. Well represented is Ford, Toyota, Honda, Lexus, VW, Nissan. And then we've got Buick GMC, Hyundai, Lincoln, and Mazda are some of our dealerships who stepped in to cover the OEM space this year. We've got Star Motor Cars here with Aston Martin and Lotus. So a good variety. We are missing the Camp Jeep and the Ram Track this year. They pulled out at the last minute, and I think people don't realize, how last minute. That was December 15th, and nothing happens after December 15th when it comes to planning an auto show.
Sure.
So we filled in the space with putting the ride and drive for Ford and the electric vehicles inside in that space, as well as our classic car exhibit to contribute to the history of automotive. And then some other, eclectic things that are more like aftermarket vehicles that have added wraps or lift kits and accessories
Services, too.
and all of that.
Yeah.
So
You've got
good
some
display there.
You've got vehicles out in the lobby of cars and boats out in the lobby, and the entrance
Yes.
into the show into NRG out in the lot as well.
That's right. Yeah, we've got Subaru and the Stellantis brand, so Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram are doing test drives out front, and that's their representation this year.
Did Ben Miller, all of his vehicles are inside?
Yes, the majority of his vehicles are inside this year. Classic car people are very careful with their cars. And,
No.
And,
No.
and it was raining all
Yep.
3 days of move-in, and so we are missing a few that were supposed to be in the lobby, unfortunately. But we've got about 40 cars here on the inside in the classic car section.
And he gets such a nice range of cars to
He's
bring
got
in.
a good network of people. There's a good section over there of pickup trucks. I think the oldest is a 1937 vehicle over there. So there's a good array of things.
Interesting. Well, I love going to the car show.
Yeah.
Love going to the boat show, so they're both here under one roof.
The Automotive Show.
Automotive show. Yeah.
Who thought that up?
Was that you?
We have this argument back and forth. It was me or the ad agency. One of us came up with it.
You haven't?
I
Is
think
there
it was
an ad
us.
agency?
I think it was us.
We do have an ad agency, Freed Advertising.
Freed. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I figured you would just do all of that.
We're only a staff of 4 at the Auto Dealers Association,
wow.
so I can't do it all.
No, but we'll let you take credit for this one.
You had some interns with you last year. Have they moved on to other projects?
Yeah, they have. They're getting real jobs, and I have 2 high school interns this year that I'm really impressed with. And they came to me because they just love autos, and they're actually in a project at school, an extracurricular revamping an old classic as well. And so they said, I want to get some experience. So they've been running around shadowing me all this week.
Cool. That's very cool.
What school district are they from?
They're over in the Galleria area somewhere.
Okay, so part of HISD.
Yeah.
Possibly.
She doesn't know that.
I don't know. I've forgotten at this moment.
It doesn't make
Too many
any
other
difference.
thing in my head, Conrad.
Coming up with new concept and new ideas and things
yes,
like that. Yeah.
yes.
That was last week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I also noticed that there is food to eat here.
There is, yeah. Aramark provides a lot of concessions. We've got food trucks out front, too.
Oh, you do?
And there will be bars open as well if you need
there's
an
one right
alcoholic
down the road
beverage.
there.
I noticed that one right there.
If you're watching on the TV, just behind RoShelle over her right shoulder, there's a bar.
And that's why she's there, because we wanted to focus in on the bar in the middle of the
liquor.
aisle down there.
Nice.
Get your liquor on, yeah.
Liquor up.
Okay. You know, I have to ask you about the Stellantis pulling out, because
Yeah.
I think that it's a fair question.
Yeah.
Because they did take up thousands of square feet back there in the corner. And kind of to pull out at the last minute like that, it kind of left you hanging, didn't it?
It did, and it's disappointing. I'm definitely watching the Facebook page, and I was just reading a Reddit feed before I started the show, and I know that there's some complaints out there, and it is disappointing. And so what I want to remind people is that part of that is out of our control, right? So
Of course it is.
we as the auto show are the host to the manufacturers to come here. It's ultimately their decision if they participate or not. And everyone has different marketing strategies and different budgets and plans of how they want to participate. And unfortunately, I suspect that it was consequences of the strike that happened earlier last year, and them having to reevaluate their budgets and how they were spending money to be able to pay for the negotiations with the unions. And they had to pull out, not only here, where it's not just a Houston thing. They
The
pull out
Chicago
of
Auto Show.
Chicago, out of Washington, out of Philadelphia, some of the biggest shows
LA,
that are
Detroit.
most successful for their brand. So it's not just a dig to Houston.
At least they were consistent in dropping everybody as opposed
Right.
to just us.
Yeah, because they've redone their upper management level. There's been some people changing positions, and when that happens, everybody starts looking at the pennies.
Yes.
Start saying, where can we cut them?
But for sure, it's a missing element to the experience of the show. I know my own kids are sad. The youngest one was going to be the first year he was tall enough to ride Camp Jeep, and now it's not here. So he is very disappointed, and so I feel the pain for that. But I also want to add that, people say, well, why didn't you just discount the tickets? Well, number one, we're combined with the boat show. We have costs already involved in what we're doing here.
Fixed operations.
Fixed things that were already in place before December 15th. All of our marketing, all of the logistics of the carpet that's in here. This is a concrete, empty building when we're not here. So all of those things are already expenses. But on top of that, this is put on by the Houston Auto Dealers Association, and our mission is to represent the Houston car dealers as a community and give back in nonprofit ways. So we have a scholarship program where we give scholarships to more than $500,000 in scholarships to dealership employees and technician students that want to be automotive technicians. We also provide free roadside assistance to Houstonians all on the greater highways here through the Sheriff's Department and the Motorist Assistance Program. We purchase their new trucks each year. And then when there's a time of need in our city, be it something that the Red Cross is doing or there's a hurricane, we're able to provide funds to help our city. And all of that comes from the proceeds of the auto show. So this is like our fundraiser for the year. As a nonprofit, everyone has their fundraising gala that people go to. This is our gala. This is our event of how we make funds at the Houston Auto Dealers Association to provide and give back to the Houston community, and that is the Houston Auto Show. So when I hear the rant about ticket prices, it hurts because I know that everyone is watching their pennies, but at the same time, we're raising money and we're giving you still a good value of an experience.
Absolutely.
And giving back to the city.
It might not be the same, but trust me, it is in our goals and our strategic planning to continue to build and grow back the auto show isn't what it used to be.
You mentioned the gala. How was it Tuesday?
Yeah, we had a good turnout. Thank you. We opened our VIP night to the public. We lowered the ticket prices to $75, and about half of the people here were general public attendees that just wanted a different experience of the auto show, a more private and intimate experience, and I think everyone had a great time.
Keep that in mind next year.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you don't want to come here during the crowds and to see kids in the driver's seats, come on that Tuesday night when we open for the VIP night, a first look social event.
This
it's
is
a good
adults
happy
only.
hour. It's adults only, good happy hour experience where you can come in and have the show to yourself, really.
Yeah. Did the boat show participate in that?
They were open, so you could still walk through and see the boats, but they were not selling that night.
Gotcha.
Because they sell boats this whole show, so they're over there making deals to get you a boat when you go home.
Gotcha.
But over on the auto side,
On the auto side, you cannot purchase a vehicle.
no,
That's
it's
correct.
just people that are going to be here to help you understand what you're looking at.
That's right. The product specialists and a few salespeople that are on site are just to teach you about the vehicle, talk to you about the features and the innovation that have, the body style changes, answer any of those kind of questions, so then you can make your buying decision and go to a dealership.
You can learn about the car without the pressure of
buying today.
sign here. There's 7 copies.
Is that strictly for Houston, or are there other markets like the Detroit, LA, where they can actually sell the vehicle?
Every law is different in each state, but majority of the states are a non-selling show.
Gotcha.
And that's set up because, and this gets into the weeds, but I know your audience is knowledgeable in these kind of areas. But
And they're into weeds.
It's competitive. It's about competitiveness. So we have 15 Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram dealerships in Houston. If we were to say you're allowed to sell Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram here,
somebody's left out.
which dealership is going to get to sell?
Right.
And that it's not fair to all the dealerships, and not all of them can be here to participate. They're not all staffed the same way. They don't all have the same product or inventory. So we have to be fair in that. So majority of state laws say auto shows are non-selling, and then you go to your local dealership afterwards.
Does
Very good.
does the deal with Stellantis play out here? Are there no Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram product here?
We were grateful enough that they did bring a ride and drive opportunity, so a traditional test drive opportunity. In the front of the building, you'll see Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat with vehicles out there for you to test drive. We also had some dealers put some vehicles just on display in the front of the building, so at least you can walk around and check them out, and then do those test drives.
Okay, so there are.
So that's a pretty
But
good
that's
way
it.
to be able to drive it and check it out.
There are Stellantis products here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just not in the traditional sense.
But the support of the local dealers is what brought them here.
That's right.
Yeah, good. What are you expecting today and tomorrow? The last 2 days of the show this year.
Yeah, today we could see about 15 to 20,000 people. I think
wow.
it's like I said about the weather. It's been kind of crap, and we want to get outside and do things now. And this is a good place to do it. So I think we're going to have some big crowds today and tomorrow.
That's good.
Very good.
Well, because I'll tell you, I've never seen as many boats at this show ever. It's jam packed
It
with
is
boats.
jam-packed with boats, and the really impressive part is when they move them in and how close that they put them together so eloquently. Yeah, it's impressive, and I'm surprised by the array of boats. I mean, we've got everything from kayaks and fishing boats to luxury yachts.
Yeah, there's a few over on the outside aisle. I passed one earlier this morning. It's just an amazing vessel.
Yeah.
It folds down into the wall. It's just amazing.
Oh, yeah, that one's down the aisle here.
Yeah.
And a lot of them aren't on the trailers. I noticed
No,
that a lot of
no,
them
they
aren't
put
on
them on
trailers.
blocks.
On the-
And if you go over
yeah.
here about 3 blocks, there's a big parking lot with nothing but trailers.
Yeah.
It's like a trailer graveyard out there in the middle of.
That's preparing for move out tomorrow night.
Did you see the submarine?
No, man, I missed it.
It's down at Braves Bayou. They've got it down there, and free rides to get
Well,
over there.
if it keeps raining, they can just bring it up.
Yeah, we just floated out.
Exactly. Well, it's great to have you here, and thank you very much for allowing us to come and enjoy the show with you.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
Every year, I love when you guys come out and everyone gets to see you in real life.
Which is a frightening thing,
Sad.
I think, at this
It can be
point.
good or bad.
I need
yeah.
to get a life.
Exactly. So the hours today are?
We opened it just now at 10 until 8 p.m. tonight. And tomorrow we open at 10 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. So we close a little bit early so we can move everything out of this building before midnight.
And then it's
Oh,
frantic
wow.
after that as everybody's trying to get their cars out.
That's right.
Wow.
It's quite a parade to watch.
Everything has to be out at midnight?
Yes, about 90% of the show is moved out before midnight tomorrow.
Gosh.
What
Wow.
happens if they're
Yep.
not? I mean,
there are some things that remain. And
RoShelle gets to keep them.
I wish.
Yeah.
One year I got to drive a McLaren out of the building. That's probably one of my highlights over the years. And I really was tempted to just continue to drive.
Right on down the street.
Just continue.
Oops, I missed that turn.
Yeah, but there's no
Boys
gas in
would
the
have
tank.
loved it.
No gas in the
RoShelle,
tank.
thank you. We appreciate you.
No.
And you'll be back at the end of the show
Absolutely.
to close things out with us. Okay, RoShelle Salinas, Executive Vice President, Houston Auto Dealers Association. Time now for Jeff's feature that we've all been kind of looking forward to see how he's going to treat this.
Let me fire this
it's
up.
steering a boat versus steering a car. Made especially for this show, Jeffrey.
Okay, well, we all know car steering controls the front tires and the back tires just follow along. It's different for a boat, as the steering controls the back of the boat. For boats, when you steer, the motor, the rudder, the propeller move in opposite directions to get the direction you want to go in. Boating has come a long way since the early days of primitive navigation. Early boat navigation methods rely heavily on manpower, basic tools like oars, poles, and paddles. Interesting, the oars were traditionally installed on the right side of the boat, as more people were naturally right-handed and it just fit the position to be on the right side of the boat. The early use of the right side controls may have contributed to the development of right side steering systems. As boats become larger and more complex, the need for an efficient way to steer became clear. Entered the tiller, the rudder, and a game-changing innovation of boat steering. Boat propellers, listen to this, Mike. Boat propellers typically spin clockwise, which can result in some torque pushing the left side of the boat down by 2 to 5 degrees. So boat designers aim to compensate for this incline by placing the steering on the right side of the controls, the boat driver and the starboard side. Let's just keep
It's
going.
fine. Just let it go.
Yeah. He's just pushing buttons. So what are the differences between a boat steering and the car steering? Response time, Conrad. Boats generally have a slower response time compared to cars. When you turn the steering wheel in a car, the vehicle responds almost instantaneously. Contrast, the boat takes more time to react to the steering inputs and to factors such as water resistance and hull design. And you'll see a lot of the different hulls here at the show. No brakes, Mike. Mike says that a lot, no brakes. Unlike cars, boats don't have the brakes to stop or slow down quickly. Instead, boaters must rely on shifting the throttle to neutral or reverse to reduce the speed to come to a complete stop.
And hopefully not bump into something.
Right. Drifts and current. Boats face different drift and current situations and significantly impact the steering and maneuverability. Unlike cars, tires grip the road, boats slide in different ways and drift sideways in the water, especially when facing strong currents, winds, and other things in the water. Boats must constantly adjust their course. Propeller torque, we talked about that. This is not a problem for cars. Visibility is often more restricted on boats than in cars, particularly when it comes to judging distances and spotting potential hazards. This is crucial for boaters to maintain proper lookout and use navigation aids to ensure safety and accurate steering. So there you go. Take a boat lesson. Get a license, do all that good stuff.
Do they have boat lessons?
They have boat lessons. When you get a license, you got to take a car driving test.
Really?
Yeah.
And,
I never took any tests. I just got out there and
That's why you don't have a boat.
I can't hear you, David. Oh, you're not plugged in? Okay.
So get a license, do all that good stuff.
All right. Well, thank you very much. That was very enlightening,
Okay.
very educational,
Swimmingly.
swimmingly. Time now for the racing calendar. I guess Daytona has started with a crash.
24 hours of Daytona.
With a crashed pace car.
Safety car.
Safety car.
How did that go on? I haven't seen any of
They
it.
totaled a safety car.
Wow. How'd that happen?
Exactly. How do you do that? And it's a front end smash up. So they ran into something.
Yeah.
Did you figure that out yet?
Yeah, I think what happened was as he was pulling out of the pits, the tires were cold and he was going too hot and kind of skimmed into the concrete barriers.
Head on.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So, and it happens to the race car drivers as well. But you would think if I'm driving the safety car, there would be a little bit more safety practiced. So yeah. So today, the 24 Hours of Daytona starts. It's on TV. It starts on NBC, and then it goes on to USA Network.
Okay. Is that where they were doing the 24 hours was on USA?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And then starting NHRA starts on March 10th with the Gator Nationals, March 24th with the Winter Nationals in Pomona. Next week is NASCAR starts with the Busch Clash at the LA Coliseum. Daytona 500 is February 18th. The 125 qualifiers are on the 11th. And then the whole series of NASCAR races. Circuit of the Americas up in Austin is on March 24th. Formula One starts on March 3rd in Bahrain, March 10th in Saudi Arabia, and then March 24th at Australia. IndyCar starts at St. Petersburg Grand Prix on March 10th.
Awesome.
Back to you, Don.
Where did you come
Pardo.
up with that? I met Don Pardo, by the way.
Oh, you have?
Well, when he was alive, yeah. He's 6 feet under now. But, yes, I did meet Don Pardo. And I think that most people really probably don't know who Don Pardo is. A great announcer, Saturday Night Live.
TV show announcer, bunch of different game shows, too.
Game shows as well, yeah. So, anyway, interesting guy. Great storyteller. And had everybody on the floor laughing. It was pretty good. So, at any rate.
Got a big crowd coming through.
Yes. I don't know why. I guess
Doors
everybody's
just
trying
opened.
Pardon me?
The doors opened
at 10 o'clock.
20 minutes ago.
Yes. All right. Hey, I want to remind everybody that the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream our 3-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And podcasts you can get from your favorite podcast provider. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Rev your engines and set sail for the ultimate surf and turf. The Houston Automotive Show, January 24th through the 28th at NRG Center. One ticket gets you into both the auto show and the boat show. See your favorite car and boat brands under one roof. Learn about the latest electric vehicles and test drive one with Evolve Houston. Board your dream boat and check out the bass fishing demos. It's the Houston Automotive Show, January 24th through the 28th. Buy early and save at automotiveshow.com.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Loopy Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loopy Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loopy Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loopy Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loopy's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Loopy Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Loopy Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.